Welding safety tips for industrial workers. Welding is a common industrial process used to join metal components together. However, welding operations involve high temperatures, electricity, and hazardous materials, which can pose various safety hazards to workers. To ensure the safety of workers, it's essential to implement key safety measures and promote a culture of safety. In this video, we will discuss 10 critical safety considerations for welding work. Welcome to our video on welding safety tips for industrial workers. Welding is a critical process in many industries, and it helps join metal components together. This process, however, comes with various hazards that workers need to be aware of. Workers involved in welding must take appropriate safety measures to ensure their well-being and that of their colleagues. Personal protective equipment. Welders must wear appropriate personal protective equipment to safeguard themselves from hazards. Protective equipment includes welding helmets fitted with suitable shade lenses, flame-resistant clothing to prevent burns, gloves to shield the hands, and respiratory protection. Wearing helps to ensure the safety of workers and reduce the risk of injuries. Ventilation. Adequate ventilation is crucial to control welding fumes and gases. Proper ventilation systems in place helps to remove fumes and maintain air quality. This includes the installation of local exhaust ventilation in the workspace. In confined spaces, additional precautions may be necessary. It's essential to have proper ventilation in place to prevent inhaling dangerous fumes and gases. Fire prevention. Welding involves the application of heat and sparks that can cause fires. To prevent fires, workers must clear the work area of flammable materials and ensure the presence of fire extinguishers that are suitable for extinguishing metal fires. Additionally, hot work permits and procedures need to be followed, and fire watch personnel needs to be present when required. Fire prevention is key to ensure the safety of workers. Electrical safety. Welding equipment uses high electrical currents and voltages. Proper grounding of equipment and electrical connections is essential to prevent electrical shocks or fires. It is important that workers ensure that electrical cords and cables are in good condition and avoid using damaged or frayed equipment. To prevent electrical hazards and shocks, proper grounding and maintenance of equipment are essential. Welding area safety. Maintaining a clean and organized work area is critical to ensure welding area safety. Workers must remove clutter and ensure that the floor is clear of tripping hazards. Barriers or warning signs should be used to prevent unauthorized access to the welding area and protect others from hazards associated with welding. A clean and orderly workspace contributes to a safe working environment. Training and certification. Workers involved in welding operations should receive adequate training on safe practices, proper use of equipment, and emergency procedures. It is important to ensure that welders are certified and competent in their welding techniques and that they regularly update their skills. Proper training and certification will help workers identify safety hazards and respond appropriately in welding-related emergencies. Hazardous materials. Some welding processes involve the use of hazardous materials, such as shielding gases, chemicals, or coatings. Follow proper handling and storage procedures for these materials to prevent exposure and accidents. Workers must always use the appropriate personal protective equipment and follow established protocols when working with hazardous materials. Maintenance and inspection. Regular inspection and maintenance of welding equipment are essential to ensure that it is in good working condition. Faulty equipment can increase the risk of accidents. It is important to follow the manufacturer's guidelines for maintenance and conduct periodic inspections to identify and address any deficiencies. Ergonomics. Welding work often requires awkward postures and repetitive movements. Providing ergonomic workstations and equipment helps to reduce the risk of musculoskeletal injuries. Workers should take regular breaks and practice stretching exercises to minimize the risk of workplace-related injuries. Emergency preparedness. Establishing emergency procedures and ensuring workers are aware of them is essential to ensure workers' safety. First aid kits and wash stations should be readily accessible. Workers should be trained on how to respond to welding-related emergencies, such as burns or electric shock incidents. Proper emergency preparedness contributes to a safe working environment. Conclusion. In conclusion, ensuring safety during welding operations is critical to protect workers from various hazards. Employers must implement appropriate safety measures and promote a culture of safety in their workspace. Workers must wear the appropriate personal protective equipment, follow established safety protocols, and undergo regular training and certification. By implementing these safety measures and promoting a culture of safety, organizations can minimize the risks associated with welding work and create a safer environment for workers. Regular safety audits, hazard assessments, and open communication channels can further enhance welding work safety. Outro. Thank you for watching our video on welding safety tips for industrial workers. We hope that this video has been helpful in identifying key safety considerations for welding work. Remember that safety is everyone's responsibility. By following established protocols, maintaining equipment, and staying up to date with changes in safety standards, we can all contribute to creating a safer working environment. Stay safe.